Welcome to Mathmerge. What are integers? Earlier, you learned natural numbers and whole numbers. I encounter even more situations in life where more numbers are needed. For example, I start a business of selling candies. In the first week, I make a profit of rupees 200 selling candies. So it's a profit and it is rupees 200. So it is an increase of my money, increase by rupees 200. I deposit the same in my bank account, which I call profit and loss account. My money increases and it is a positive number. In the next week, I end up making a loss of rupees 300. It's a loss of rupees 300. I have to pay for this loss from my bank account. But I have only 200 in my bank. So I have to pay rupees 100 more. In effect, I can say from my bank, if I take out the rupees 200 to pay for this loss, I need rupees 100 more. So it's a decrease of my money. It's a negative 100. So I have to give away rupees 100. Negative 100 is a number less than 0. So there is a need to expand the definition of numbers to include negative numbers. Here you have integers which include negative, 0 and positive numbers. So let me represent on a number line all that I have learnt till now. I have a number line, so 0 and positive integers which are counting numbers or natural numbers which are to the right of 0. Then I have 0. I add negative integers to the left of 0, which are negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, and the numbers continue without end. I indicate if a number is negative by a minus sign before it. So when a number is negative, I add a minus sign before it. So this means negative 4. Let me represent this on a number line. 0 is in between both integers, positive and negative, and has no sign. 0 has no sign, plus or minus. On this number line just created, let me plot a few integers. The integers are 7, negative 7, 0, 5, 3, negative 6, and negative 1. Now 7 and negative 7 have the same magnitude, but for positive numbers, move to the right of 0, and for negative numbers, move to the left of 0. So for positive 7, move 7 steps to the right of 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we have positive 7. And for negative 7, move 7 steps to the left of 0. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there we have negative 7. Next number is 0. So right in the middle, we have 0. Then we have 5. So 5, positive 5. So we move 5 steps to the right of 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, positive 5. Then you have positive 3. 3 steps to the right of 0. Positive 3. Then negative 6. 6 steps to the left of 0. So negative 6. 1, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, and negative 6. Then you have negative 1, which is one step to the left of 0, which is negative 1. Now that you have learned to represent positive and negative integers on the number line, the next thing to learn is successor and predecessor. Which number comes to the left of 0 and to its right? I mean immediately to the left of 0 and immediately to the right. On the number line, I see if I move immediately one step to the left of 0, I have the number 1. So if I have a number 0, its successor or immediately to the right of it, it is 1. And just to the left of it, its predecessor, that is negative 1. Similarly, if I add the number 1 to 0, 0 plus 1, I will get the successor, that is 1. And 0 minus 1 equals negative 1, which is the predecessor of 0, which is negative 1. Let me find out which numbers are successors and predecessors of 3 and negative 3. I take 3 on the number line. Here is 3. Immediately one step to the right and just one step to the left. So successor is just one step to the right, or 3 plus 1. 3 plus 1 equals 4. And 3 minus 1 equals 2. And then I have negative 3. Negative 3 is here on the number line. So just one step to the left is a predecessor. Negative 3 minus 1 equals negative 4. And just one step to the right is the successor. So negative 3, I add 1. So equals negative 2, which is the successor of negative 3. Now let me compare integers. A number is greater than its predecessor and less than its successor. And for positive integers, numbers to the right, as we keep moving to right, the numbers to the right are greater than numbers to the left. Even for negative integers, as you keep moving towards left on the number line, the value of the numbers reduces. Here you can say the magnitude of the numbers to the left of 0. As we move left, the magnitude increases. But as they have a negative sign, their value decreases. But to the right of 0, as the sign is positive, so as we keep moving towards right, farther right, the magnitude increases and the value also increases. Now, let me do some sums on comparing integers. So I have 4 sums and the sets of integers are like negative 4, 0 and negative 9, 12, negative 8, 0, negative 16, 20, 5, 9 and negative 3. The fourth one is negative 17, negative 13 and 13. So how do I denote greater than or less than? Say I have two numbers 4 and 10. So 10 is more than 4. I can say 10 is greater than 4. So I write the sign greater than between 10 and 4. 10 is greater than 4 and 4 is less than 10. This is the less than sign. And for less than or equal to, I have this sign, and for greater than or equal to, I have this sign. So 4 is less than 10, 10 is greater than 4. In some of these sums, I also I also arrange the numbers in ascending or descending order. So the first sum is negative 4, 0 and negative 9. Compare and arrange in ascending order. Ascending order means least to highest. So on a number line, let me check out. This is 0. The number over here is 0. And negative 4 is to the left here and negative 9 is further to the left. Magnitude of negative 9 is greater than negative 4. But as the sign is negative, so negative 9 is less than negative 4. So I can write negative 9 is less than negative 4, which is even less than 0. And in ascending order, the numbers are negative 9, negative 4 and 0. The next is 12, negative 8, 0, negative 16 and 20. So here I have two negative numbers and 0 and two positive numbers and arrange in descending order. This I have to arrange in descending order. So the highest is 20. The greatest number is 20. 20 is greater than 12, which is greater than 0. As we move backward on the number line, which numbers we encounter. First, we will encounter 20, which is farther to the right. I have not written it over here. Then I have 12. Then I have 0. Then I have negative 16, which I have not written over here. So 0 is, yeah, then I have negative 8. So 0 is greater than negative 8, which is greater than negative 16. In descending order, the numbers are 20, 12, 0, negative 8, and negative 16. The next sum is 5, 9, and negative 3, and arrange in ascending order. So the only negative number over here is negative 3, which is the least, negative 3. And then I have the greater number is the first positive number, which is 5. The greatest number is 9. In ascending order, the numbers are negative 3, 5, and 9. Then the next I have negative 17, negative 13, and 13. In descending order, the numbers are 13, negative 13, and negative 17. Suppose I have two numbers, 4 and 4. The magnitude is the same and the sign also is the same. So I write 4 equals 4. This is the equal to sign. Suppose I have two numbers, negative 3 and negative 3. The sign is the same and the magnitude also is the same. So I write the equal sign between them. Equal to minus 3, negative 3 equals negative 3. Suppose I have to order 7, negative 7, and 0. I write negative 7 is less than 0 is less than 7. I have 7 and negative 7. This is 7 and this is negative 7. Both are opposites of each other and are at the same distance from 0 on either side of the number line. This brings me to the concept of absolute value, which is the distance of a number from 0 or its magnitude irrespective of its sign. I denote absolute value by two vertical lines, and let's learn it practically. I have two numbers, negative 5 and 5. So what is the absolute value of negative 5? It equals 5. It is a positive number. Absolute value is always the number irrespective of sign. And the absolute value of positive 5 also equals 5. Suppose I have to find out the answer for this. Negative of absolute value of negative 5. So what is the absolute value of negative 5? It equals 5 and negative of that. So that equals negative 5. So the answer for this is negative 5. Let me let us understand the concept of absolute value with a practical example. Say I'm in a building and it has 4 levels of underground floors and 4 floors above the ground. So this is level 0 and 4 floors above the ground, which are labeled positive 1, positive 2, positive 3, and positive 4. And then 4 underground floors, and which are labeled negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, and negative 4. Suppose I am at underground floor 2, that is negative 2. I am at level negative 2. What is its distance from 0? The distance from 0 is 2. And then I move to above ground floor 2, that is positive 2. So I move to positive 2 here. And what is the distance of positive 2 from 0? It is again 2. So the distance is the same from 0, whether it's positive or whether it's negative. On the number line, let's interpret this. You have positive 2 and negative 2. The distance of both positive 2 and negative 2 from 0 is 2. Here the distance is 2 and here the distance is 2. So it has equal distance from 0, and that is the absolute value. Thanks for watching.